All right, there we go. Hey everyone, welcome to Prune Belly Insiders. I'm your host today, Michael Adams, and today I have a good guest with me, Will Shireman. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, why don't we start off by you telling us a little bit about your story?
Well, let's see. When I was first born, I was 4 pounds, 7 ounces. So I was a preemie. Let's see. I was born in Kansas City, Missouri, and they had to actually fly me to Children's Mercy because I was so much of a preemie that they could help me because I was at St. Joseph Medical Center, but they felt that Children's Mercy could help me a lot more than they could. So I had my first helicopter ride. Pretty cool. So um, pretty much the whole thing was my natural kidney, my first kidney, stopped. It wasn't functioning at all. And then so that's why they had to take me to Children's. And at 2 years old, lost my other kidney. So at 2 until 6, I was on dialysis. Let's see.
Just a quick question.
Yeah.
When did your parents find out you had prune belly? While they were pregnant with you, or after you were born, or?
After I was born.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 39, so I was born in 82. So back then they really didn't know too much about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, they found out about that when I came out. Um, so I have some muscles, but not too much. And but of course, because of Prune belly syndrome, it affected my kidneys.
Yeah.
Like some people that have Prune belly syndrome. So and then I got teased when I was getting at school and everything, saying I was pregnant and everything like that, and 9 months pregnant, and we're talking kindergarten guys, little kids, and that was not the funnest time in my life. But I remember when my mom sat me down, I was probably about 3 or 4, maybe. And she sat down and I was like, am I going to have my stomach like this for the rest of my life? And she said, yeah. And we started crying together. Because we really didn't know what it was. We just knew that my stomach was pooched out. And, you know, um, that was just the realization that I was going to have this for the rest of my life. I didn't know what was going to come of it, but I just knew I had this and I had to deal with it when it came to kids and everything like that. Um, so I did the kidney situation at 6. I was on dialysis 2 until 6. And then my mom gave me her kidney when I was 6 years old. And I didn't really feel the effects that I do now when it comes to prune belly. Now it feels like I can't run or I'm out of breath. And it's not that I'm overweight, it's just because there's no support when it comes to my stomach. Um, So when I was a kid, I didn't care. I was everywhere. I was active. I was, I didn't care if I had Prune belly or not. I was going to run. I was going to be active and hyper and, be a kid,
Yeah.
So now it's like it's catching up to me, so it's definitely catching up to me. I'm breathing real hard, and my stepdad's like, breathe through your nose, or breathe through your mouth, and I'm like, I can't do it. I'm trying to catch my breath. So that's a challenge for me, but I have to realize that I have this for a reason. I don't know what the reason is, but it's just a challenge I was given, and it's what it is, and I'm glad that it is more out there than it was when I was first born. I mean, some of the nurses don't know about it. Very few doctors know about it unless it's urology, nephrology, or
To a degree,
orthopedic.
plastic surgery.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, not much is still known, unfortunately, but I gotta say, I absolutely love your optimism.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, why cry about it? I can't do anything about it. I mean, it's life. I mean, you have struggles, you have obstacles, and what do? You got to go around it and live your life. You can't just, be depressed all the time because no, somebody's going to say, get up and, wipe yourself off, and, you got to live life. So that's how I think about it. But I've had my suicidal situations back then, and just not caring to live because of things that I couldn't um, control, the stomach and everything. But now it's like I'm older, so I'm like, well, what are you gonna do? You can't do anything about it. I'm short. I can't do anything about it, but everybody's like, you're short. It's like, so what? I can't do anything about it. I know it, messes with your mind, but I'm fine about it. So,
Hey,
you
good
know,
things come in small packages.
yeah, dynamite comes in small packages. That's right, exactly.
Now, it sounds like you've had your fair share of struggles mentally, but my question is, what would your advice be to someone or a Prune Belly who would want to give up right now?
Think of family. Think of the people that have been there through your life, all the way through, that have been through your obstacles, who have carried you through your obstacles, and people that care about you, and think about yourself in that casket at your funeral, and see the faces and the tears that are on your loved ones' faces, because you know they're going to miss you as much as anybody else will, and they helped you through everything, and you don't need to you know kill yourself. You don't need to whatever you're planning. Think of your family, think of your kids, think of your wife, think of your mom, dad. If you don't have family, think of not you know you got friends, you have your brothers that aren't blood, or think if you do have a brother or sister, think about them, because you have to picture them at your funeral, crying and distraught, and that messes someone else's life up, that they'll never see you again. you know so they could get depressed, they could it could ruin their life because you were there for them when nobody else was. So
Yeah. So, do you have any siblings?
I don't. I'm an only child.
Ah.
Yeah.
So, so
Yeah.
why don't we continue your story a little bit?
Okay. So 6 years old, I got my kidney, and so it probably took about almost 15 years. Um, I I got cancer on that kidney, smack dab right on that kidney, and so I was on dialysis about 6 years, and that was the most. That was when the suicidal thoughts came in. That was when the fear of needles came in. Because when I was younger, um, I was on peritoneal when I was 2 until 6. So I wasn't. That's where the tubes enter your stomach instead of the needles entering your arm. So um, then they had the hemo and the needles and everything like that. And I mean, it was horrible. I mean, I had anger issues. Why is this happening to me? Why are you sticking me all the time? Why are you missing? Why are you infiltrating me? That sort of stuff. But it life goes by so fast. And that was like 20, about 20 years ago or so. Well, actually 13, but so I got through that, and probably on my birthday, I received my transplanted kidney from a cadaver. Um, I mean, that was the most exciting day of my life. I didn't have to, carry a phone around just to see if I got a kidney. I was just so happy. It's a blessing to have a gift on your birthday that, you couldn't give yourself. I mean, that's the most awesome gift that I ever received. Um, let's see. I've due to prune belly. Sorry to go back and forth, but I'm remembering things. I had at 16 scoliosis corrective surgery. So right now, at 16 until now, I have a Harrington or two Harrington rods supporting my spine because of prune belly. So I don't like the cold, brother. I really don't. It sucks, but it's okay. I mean, what can I do about it? Can't do anything about it. It's
Yeah.
something that controls my life, and I have to deal with it. I mean, can't do anything about it. Nobody's gonna pat my head and say everything's gonna be okay. I mean, I'm old enough to pat myself on the head and say everything's gonna be okay. I have to remember that. So let's see. So had the transplant. Um, I had a little situation during surgery from the kidney transplant. Um, I won't say the doctor's name. I won't say, anything like that. But they punctuated my prostate artery. Yeah. So, yeah. It's all right. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's, I'm still alive. I mean, I what can you do? But that's the name of the game when I've had prune belly, scoliosis, when I've had cancer. I didn't have chemotherapy or anything like that. They just took that kidney out that my mom gave me when I was 6. So it was about 20. I was about 20 when I came to 19 or 20 when I got on dialysis. So, but I have to think I'm here for a reason. I don't know what the direction is right now, but I know it has something to do with prune belly. I know it's something with kidney transplant or something, or dialysis.
Yeah.
But so I don't know what it is. I mean, I've been searching all my life and I still don't know what I'm here for. Um
And just to go back a little bit about that doctor thing, I think every prune belly's had one or two doctors who may have had better interest, but the surgery didn't go well. Only thing I can
yeah.
say in their defense, and I normally don't defend them on this, but in their defense, prune belly is a complicated case all the way around. Especially since, at least from what I've heard so far, no two cases are alike, or at least
Yeah.
exactly alike, I should say.
Yeah, definitely. My body is like inside is totally different compared to regular people who don't have prune belly syndrome.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I'm sorry for interrupting. What were you saying?
Oh, no, I can't. I really don't know. I just know that prune belly really really has changed my life. I mean, I remember, you know, I mean, of course, it's a you just don't know what you have until you have to deal with it at a older age, because you're gonna run, you're gonna walk fast, and then you're gonna be like, oh, I can't catch my breath. Oh my god, I think I'm having a heart attack. No, I can't catch my breath, and it's really hard. When it comes to prednisone, it's hard for me to stop eating. I mean, I'm and the stomach, prune belly syndrome, the stomach, it gets bigger, and it's really hard to, I don't want to starve myself or anything like that, but I don't want to, um, I am obese. I just don't want to get my health more intense than it already is. Um, but working out, I mean, I have to do it slow and then go to, you know, almost the highest to run, but then I'm still trying to catch my breath, trying to breathe normally when working out. So it's a challenge to do that. And I'm like, well, I hate feeling the way I do when I'm out of breath. Let's just not work out. And that's how I feel some of the times. So
Hmm. So, um, what is one lesson you've learned from Prune Belly?
I think the one lesson that I have learned from Prune Belly is, you're going to have challenges in your life, and of course, not doing sit ups or not having enough core muscles to do what you need to do when exercising and whatever. But to keep at everything that you do. Don't let anything let it stop you in reaching your goals, and and stuff like that. Because Prune Belly, no, I didn't do any sports or anything like that. I didn't you know because the doctor was scared that I was gonna get hit in the stomach and then I was gonna die. So of course, um, you know, Prune Belly is just a challenge. You have to keep going, and you just have to do what you have to do, because you know nobody's gonna say, "Oh, poor baby," of course not. But it's just another challenge in my life, and challenging uh, 1 out of 40,000. I think that's the number of prune belly syndrome patients. But just of course, it's going to be in the front of your mind sometime, but you have to put it in the back of your mind and keep, get educated about prune belly syndrome. Get, so then, if somebody tells you or asks you about it, teach them, and then let them tell their doctor, let them tell everybody that they know, so it can, reach out to everybody. Because I get so many nurses saying, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you're another nurse. That's my first." So it's always fun to teach them and get educated on prune belly syndrome. So keep telling your story. Keep, prune belly is just another thing that you have to deal with in your life.
Yep, and
And
it's not only nurses with that neither. I've had a couple doctors who asked me what that was.
yeah. Actually, I go to KU Med, and they have actually prune belly syndrome patients there. So so that's easy. But it's been more of the nurses. Usually the doctors don't say what is that or anything like that. So I've had more nurses ask me what prune belly syndrome is more than doctors. So just chalk it up to experience. Um, of course, you're gonna have a target on your back because you're different. So what? I mean, we're all different. We're all different sizes, heights. Um, we have prune belly. Some people don't, so they wonder what it is, or they tease you and don't know how to ask what it is. You just have to. I don't know. It's hard to get teased when you're a kid when you have prune belly, because they're asking you, "Are you pregnant? Are you, you know, doing this? What's wrong?" And or they just stare at you and don't have any questions, or they have questions they don't ask. So just tell your story about prune belly, because a lot of people need to be educated about it. Because I can't believe it's been 39 years and we're still, I mean, for me, of course, that we're still telling doctors and nurses that what prune belly syndrome is. I thought by now we would have more educated people when it comes to prune belly. So, oh well, what can you do?
Definitely thought there'd be a lot more research than what there is with it.
Exactly. I agree.
So, why don't you continue your story a little bit?
Okay. Because of prune belly, because of transplants and everything like that, I well, when it came to the cancer, Um, I was depressed. I felt like I was being controlled by, doctors and nurses. So I was like, well, I'm gonna, um, control myself and use marijuana. So yeah, I know. No, I know.
Hey, I'm all for it.
Well, yes, but I'm an abuser.
Mm.
I'm an addict. Um, so um, due to the medicines of kidney and everything like that, it caused me cancer, and it was right on the transplanted kidney. Um, I was 16, and I was using until I got the actually I was using on the day when I was supposed to be in the hospital, because I was like, well, what's this all about? And found that I had cancer. And, you know, I, I just, I mean,
Uh,
I broke down because,
did you
you
get
know,
help?
huh?
Oh, did it help?
Oh, yeah. Um, well, actually, I can't tell you if it helped or not. I was more abusing it and not caring about, um, I didn't have any pain. I just wanted the high, and that's all I wanted. And, I can't get it now because I'll probably smoke all of it all the time. And then the doctors would be like, well, you're abusing this, so this isn't good for you, stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, it's they had to take out my kidney, and I just I don't know, the medicine and the marijuana just mixed together and caused cancer. And I don't remember any doctor telling me until I was about 37, 38 that when you mix um, marijuana and the anti-rejection medicine, that you will get cancer. So I thought I was, good, but it didn't happen like that. Um, so I was just terrified. I didn't know if I was gonna
Uh,
die, if there was going to be a when spread of cancer when the kidney came out. I didn't know. I had no idea. Um, but I just knew that I had another challenge. Excuse me. And I had another challenge, and I just had to deal with it and go on dialysis. And, like I said before, I had anger issues. I had things that I couldn't control. And I was mad at myself because I was smoking so much, and it happened like that. And I couldn't do anything about it. I was in heck, if you get my drift.
yeah.
But let's see. So now I have, um, it's been 13 years since my transplant that I received on my birthday in '08. And everything's going good. I am in recovery, so I'm going to keep this kidney the best way I know how. And hopefully, I don't have to go through rejection. But when it comes to prune belly, I just found out when I was having another surgery that I do have deficiency of the muscles. The doctor could see it when he was operating on me, I was like, oh wow, nobody's even told me about that. I mean, nobody said, oh, I can see your stomach muscles. I don't know. I just wish. I'm glad he told me, because when people say, well, do you have deficiency of the muscles? Do you have any muscles? Now I know I do have the deficiency of muscles. I mean, except when I was a kid, people probably told, or doctors told my mom, but you know, but I never received the abdominal reconstruction surgery or anything like that. I'd still have the same stomach that I was born with, and I would love to have the surgery, but that's out of state and everything like that. But I mean, if whoever's up there, um, if he blesses me with that surgery, I will definitely be grateful. But if I don't get it, I don't get it. I mean, I can't, I can't do anything about it. I just have to still live with the things or the cards that I've been dealt,
Now, going back a little bit to where the marijuana mixing with the anti-rejection drugs causing cancer, did they tell you specifically which drugs it was, or just all anti-rejection drugs?
They said all drugs, all of the anti-rejection drugs, but there was one in particular, because I think when I found out about the cancer or something, or before that or something like that, Imuran, um, it said on the FDA, long-term use may cause cancer. And I was doing it for 14, 15 years, because of the kidney transplant. So yeah, so I felt it was the Imuran, but I don't know. They think it was all of the medicines that counter-reacted with the marijuana.
And are you still on prednisone?
I still am. So that's another thing, eating like crazy. So
Uh, I was actually lucky enough to have my doctors take me off of prednisone. Now, the
okay.
reason behind this is I don't know how true it is. I'm just speaking from what my doctors have told me. They said there's no study that's proven that long-term use of prednisone actually helps with anything with the kidney.
Oh,
Like I said, I don't know personally. All I know is what the doctors tell me.
yeah.
And another thing is I have noticed that the prednisone had, at least for me, it caused mood swings and stuff like that.
Yeah, higher doses it did. I was barking at the dog, stuff like that, or somebody didn't do anything right and I was on 20 milligrams of prednisone. I was barking at somebody, I was yelling at somebody, and they're like, I just said hi. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. But yeah, so prednisone with a high dose for me is not the greatest thing, because I get angry, and so yeah, and I'm only on 5 milligrams right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'd like to get off of it. That would be nice, but I don't think my transplant team would want that. They probably seen, well, you've been on it for long enough, so we're gonna keep you on it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, what's your life like today?
Um. Well, I'm on disability um, due to my back situation. The scoliosis, so I'm not working, and I don't feel like working right now anyway because of COVID. So that scares the bejesus out of me. And I'm in recovery. So so that's doing fantastic. I've been marijuana free for 4 months or so. Pretty much reading, watching Netflix, doing my recovery book and writing in my recovery notebook. Parents are still alive. They they help me from time to time. And I go to the park, I go to NA Hall, I go grocery shopping, and I have a car, so I'm pretty independent. So I have my own place. Been here probably about almost 2 years. So everything seems just fine to me. My place is great. I know a lot of the neighbors and everything, and I don't really tell my story or anything, because I don't know if they would understand or anything. But I'm doing great. I'm positive. I'm glad I'm still alive. After all these years. Um, so yeah, I'm doing great, living life on its own terms, and you know, um, and still wondering what I'm gonna be when I grow up. So so yeah.
So, if there were any questions from the viewers or the audience about your story, would you be willing to come back and answer some of the questions?
Oh, most definitely.
All right. And is there anything else you would like to share before we wrap things up?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Thanks for coming on. All right,
Yeah.
everyone. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the like button, comment below any questions you have for Will, and we'll be here next time. Also, in the link below, I have my phone number. If you want to be on the show or just talk privately, it's there for that. I'm going to have the link to my Facebook, and I'm going to have a link to our new theme song that hopefully will be played in the next video. Not the Only One by Frank Walker. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you next time.